Are the Gardaí covering up crimes that have been committed by migrants who have just moved into our communities? Well, this is something that we've heard a lot about over the last couple of months to do with different incidents around the country. And now I'd like to tell you a little bit about an interaction we had with the Garda Press Office this week and get your thoughts on it. So in the last video I mentioned that the Gardaí had been spotted down at the Woods Hotel beside Breaffy House. The Woods Hotel is now, as you know, the Ukrainian Refugee Centre. And they had been spotted down there on Monday for about 20 minutes. Then on Tuesday, the guards again were spotted down there. And on the back of that, we decided to send an email to the Garda Press Office just asking for any information that they have about whatever incidents occurred. Subsequently, the Gardaí were also spotted down there on Friday, just Friday gone. So that's 3 times that the Gardaí were spotted down there just by chance this week. So who knows, it sounds like they could be there every day if we just happen to see them there 3 times by chance this week. Maybe they're there multiple times every day, we don't know. So anyway, we sent this email to the Garda Press Office. Can you provide any information in relation to 2 incidents at a refugee centre in Breaffy? They occurred today, Tuesday the 3rd of October at approximately 4 p.m. and yesterday, Monday the 2nd of October at approximately 2:30 p.m. Gardaí attended the scene on both occasions. A couple of days later, we finally got a response from them. Now, usually they come back to us within, an hour maximum. They're quite good at coming back. They may not have any information for you, but they'll always reply. So it was a couple of days before we got a response, and the response to this email was the following. On the direction of the superintendent in charge of the Garda Press Office, no response will be provided to this inquiry based on an undisclosed conflict of interest on your behalf. The Garda Press Office engages openly and transparently with media members, the press, on the basis of professional and ethical relationship based on the Press Council of Ireland Code of Practice. The professional principles embodied in the Code of Practice provide a firm basis on which all parties can engage professionally, whether formally members of the Press Council of Ireland or not. The significant conflict of interest demonstrated by your inquiry demonstrates an egregious breach of this Code of Practice. The Garda Press Office will not be providing any comment on the matters raised by you. Further, the Garda Press Office will not provide any other engagement with you or with any representatives of your media platform going forward. So there you go. That's the response we got. There's a few things with that we'd like to clarify, and we will. We'll be getting in touch with the press office tomorrow on Monday. And a couple of things we'd like to know. First of all, who is the superintendent that initiated this response? Also to talk about the conflict of interest that we have. Be very interested to know what that is. And they also go on about the Press Council of Ireland Code of Practice. You can see the Code of Practice here, and in the preamble, the very first line, the freedom to publish is vital to the right of the people to be informed. The people of Breaffy have the right to be informed as to what is going on. It's as simple as that. This freedom includes the right of the press to publish what it considers to be news without fear or favour, and the right to comment upon it. So essentially that's what we were doing. We were thinking this is definitely newsworthy, and the people in the community of Breaffy have the right to be informed of whatever is going on down there and why the Gardaí are called on such a regular basis to the refugee centre down there. So I'd be interested to know what people think about that. Now, bear in mind, we're talking about the Woods Hotel here. So you have Breaffy House, which is still a functioning hotel. You have the Woods Hotel, which is a Ukrainian refugee centre. And also we have the event centre, which over the last couple of months has been refurbished and redone and turned into more permanent accommodation for international protection applicants. And we believe it's going to house maybe 300 people there, which haven't arrived yet the Gardaí are still calling down to the Breaffy House Resort, it seems like on a daily basis. Now I'd like to read you something from a newspaper, the Irish Independent, in 2013. Breaffy Woods Hotel, meanwhile, was built in 2006 and contains 128 bedrooms and includes the well-known Breaffy Sports and Events Arena. The multi-purpose arena is described as being perfect for the likes of conferences, conventions, concerts, large banquets and sporting events. At 30,000 square feet, it is the largest conference venue in Connacht. It also features a range of indoor sports facilities. An indoor soccer arena, basketball court, badminton and tennis court, 60-metre running tracks, changing rooms, ice baths and team gym are all in place. Outdoor sports facilities include a grass pitch and a multifunctional AstroTurf pitch. So that facility is gone now, but I just wanted to let people know what we had here in Breaffy before we turned it into temporary and now permanent accommodation for international protection applicants. So we're expecting people to move in, 300 people in the next, any day now. We've been expecting it for the last fortnight. The work is basically done, we've heard. And I just asked the question, like, what sort of trouble is there potentially going to be if we're already seeing the guards called possibly once a day to whatever issues are happening in the Woods Hotel? How is that going to be multiplied when we have 300 more people, international protection applicants, living in the old sports arena? And how are the people going to get answers to what's going on? Like, the people in Breaffy have a right to know what exactly is going on in their community. And there's no information forthcoming from hotel management or owners. The Mayo County Council don't know anything. The department, Radical Government's department, they don't acknowledge emails anymore even. And now you have the Garda Press Office saying what they've just said in this email. So I'd encourage anyone out there to get in touch with the Garda Press Office yourself and see if you can get any answers to this. And if nothing comes of it, if we don't hear any information or get any answers about it, there is always the 14th of December. And I encourage people to come along to Castlebar Court on that day, as we're putting in an objection to the owners of Breaffy House renewing their liquor license for the Woods Hotel, which is currently, as I said, Ukrainian refugee centre. We don't see why a refugee centre would need an active liquor license, an active bar. So we're going to take that opportunity to hopefully question someone from the Gardaí and ask them some statistics about incidents that have occurred out in Breaffy regarding the international protection applicants and refugees over the last 12 to 18 months. Just to let everybody know as well that Mayo County Council's monthly meeting takes place tomorrow, Monday the 9th of October, 2 p.m. in the Mall in Castlebar. Now, I don't know if there's anything going to be discussed tomorrow in relation to the mass immigration emergency in our country. There should be every month. It should be the first item on the agenda every month to discuss. I know Councillor Peter Flynn is waiting on a report back from Mayo County Council CEO in relation to the level of services and resources that we have in the county, and do we have adequate services and resources to cater for all the people that we've taken in to the county over the last 12 to 18 months. So very interested to see what's contained within that report, and look forward to meeting some of you tomorrow at Mayo County Council's meeting.